at Christmas time, when I was thinking about Mary and how she said that when the shepherds came to visit her in the Christ child, she thought to herself, and she pondered all those things in her heart about the angels had come and told the shepherds, then that helped her to continue to believe that the child within her truly was of God. And things that have happened to me in a lifetime helped me to truly believe that God is real. And I like to think of the time that it was a Sunday and he was a baby and I wanted to help someone. And I had worked at Bible camp that couple summers before, and one of the students at the Bible camp had cancer and had a tumor removed from her head, and she loved to comb my hair each night. So after she went back to camp, it was back in the days in the 70s, and she lived way in the country, and she didn't have a telephone, so we just had mail together. And so I would write her, and after a few months, the letters stopped coming. And it was a Sunday, and I told my husband, I said, I'd like to do something for the Lord today. I said, I've never been to Sneeville, and I'd like to go look up my friend, Diane. And so we called my father, gave him his directions. We headed to Hancock County, and we got there, and we took down one road, and we drove for miles, and there was no homes on either side. It was mountainside on each side and trees. And finally, I told my husband, I said, let's turn around. I said that we passed one boy pushing his bicycle. Let's go back and ask him how to get to Sneeville. And so we turn around and we go back, and my husband rolls the window down and said, hey, Bud, said, we're trying to get to Sneeville. He said, well, I'm going there now. He said, my bike's torn up and I'm taking it there to get it repaired.
Yeah.
And my husband said, well, just put it in the back of the car and we'll give you a ride, and then you can show us how to get to Sneeville. So he hopped in the car, and I was just about to tell him what I would come to do. I said, I've come to Sneeville to find Diane. And he said, I know you. And I said, what do you mean you know me? He said, my sister had your picture on her dresser. And I said, was your sister Diane? And he said, yes. And I said, by any chance, are you Arnold? And he said, I am. And what I forgot to tell you was that at Bible camp every night she would pray for, when we would have prayer requests, she would always pray for Arnold, because the other members in her family believed in God, but Arnold didn't. And so I said, Arnold, I told him who I was, and I said, your sister used to pray each night that you would come to know the Lord. And I said, your prayers are being answered beyond the grave. And that has always stuck out in my mind. I ponder it in my heart because I got to join God. He timed everything perfectly. He brought that boy to that spot on the road, that particular time. And that's just God's hand at work. And I like to ponder it in my heart, and it always helps me remember how great God is. Thank you for listening.
Well, that's a beautiful story. Thank you for sharing. And your little doggy was a little jealous of the attention that you were getting, wasn't he?
He sure was. That's it for you.
Well, thank you for sharing it. It was a beautiful story, and I enjoyed getting to sit with you in your beautiful room here.
Well, Merry Christmas. I appreciate you taking the time with